Hello, I am the Chronicler. Welcome, or welcome back. Today is a great day. I hope you enjoy Chapter 1. Please give a like and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. Chapter 1. The Discovery. The year was 2043, though to the artifact that lay in the heart of the university's research lab, time held no meaning. Buried beneath the earth for untold ages, through wars, through the rise and fall of empires, through the silent passing of generations, it had remained untouched, undisturbed. Yet time, like the tide, had a way of uncovering that which was meant to be forgotten. And here, in this moment, centuries of waiting converged on the hands of those who would dare to touch it. Dr. Riley Farrow, 17, moved with quiet urgency through the fluorescent-lit halls of the research facility. Lean but muscular, his build suggested a runner, and his brownish-black hair perpetually tousled, caught somewhere between adventure and academia. His bright green eyes, sharp with intelligence and a spark of mischief, flickered with restless energy, as if always seeking answers just beyond reach. His mind carried the wisdom of scholars 3 times his age, tempered by a hunger that no classroom could satisfy. The hum of lights whispered through the lab, mingling with the scent of old books and antiseptic, a curious fusion of the ancient and the modern, tinged faintly with a metallic tang that clung to the air around the artifact. His footsteps echoed across the tile floors, thoughts racing toward a discovery that could alter everything. He reached the lab, where his colleagues, Dr. Kailee and Dr. Ben Varga, stood gathered around the artifact. Riley's eyes met Linda's for a heartbeat. A shared grin passed between them, a silent acknowledgement. Whatever lay ahead, they faced it together. Ben shifted his weight, fingers twitching near the artifact, excitement tempered by the gravity of the moment. The relic rested cradled on its stand, a shape-defying simple geometry, part teardrop, part spiral, curling inward as if space itself bent to shelter it. Its surface gleamed obsidian-black, deeper than a moonless void, yet alive with subtle motion, faint liquid patterns rippling beneath the polished sheen. As if the object remembered every hand that had ever come close, and every mind that had tried to comprehend it. Threaded through the stone were inscriptions glowing with a soft inner light, not carved, but grown into the very fabric of the object, a language that seemed to be felt more than seen. It radiated a presence both heavy and warm, like holding a small, tamed star. "This reminds me of that bronze sundial my dad kept in the backyard," Ben said, tracing a groove with his finger. He swore it worked better than a smartwatch. "Never told me where it came from." Linda smiled faintly. "My grandfather used to say the stars were maps left by people who came before us. Messages, if you knew how to read them." Riley glanced at her, amusement in his eyes. "Sounds like something my mom would have said, except she'd have turned it into a lecture on quantum mechanics halfway through." Linda was just 15, already a rising star in archaeology and particle physics. Slender yet toned, she moved with quiet grace. Her long black hair tied back in a low ponytail. Her hazel eyes reflected wisdom beyond her years and insatiable curiosity, making the past feel alive. She believed history was more than study, it was a guide to what was yet to come. Beside her, 14-year-old Ben leaned closer, fingers hovering above the artifact. Stocky with powerful arms, he thrived on hands-on work. Where Linda was patient, Ben was impulsive, bold. Restless. Already deconstructing the mysterious patterns in his mind. The lab itself was a fortress of knowledge, shelves lined with ancient tomes. Temperature-controlled cases protecting relics from countless eras, and state-of-the-art scanning equipment illuminating mysteries long buried. At the center rested the artifact, its obsidian-black surface alive with liquid patterns, inscriptions whispering a language that could almost be felt. To the untrained eye, it appeared a mere relic. But Riley could feel something deeper pulsing beneath the surface. And it wasn't imagination. He sensed, however fleetingly, that history itself had just shifted. The artifact, he breathed, reverent, a shiver of recognition running through him. Linda's gaze remained locked on the object. Yes. And it's unlike anything we've seen. Energy readings, they defy everything we've studied. Ben's curiosity overrode caution. This isn't just a language, he murmured. It's a code. But it doesn't match anything we know. Riley felt at first, the room's pulse rippling through his chest. His breath hitched, a fleeting synchronization with something ancient and unknowable. Fingers trembling, he barely dared touch the stand. Dr. Holland Carter and Dr. Maya Patel entered behind them. Carter, broad-shouldered and disciplined, exuded authority. Short-cropped brownish-black hair framed a rugged jawline beneath a neatly trimmed goatee. Brown eyes, sharp with analytical focus, he studied the artifact and the team alike. At 32, he had seen enough anomalies to know that excitement often clouded judgment. Patel, 30, tall and statuesque, moved with measured confidence. Her deep brown skin contrasting against the crisp lines of her functional jumpsuit. Dark wavy hair tied back. Piercing eyes missing nothing. She observed both artifact and team with quiet intensity. Then, the artifact pulsed. A low hum filled the room. The inscriptions, once dormant, glowed with eerie blue light, alive and responding. Responding to Riley. His breath caught. Did you see that? Ben's eyes widened. It reacted, to you. Linda's voice rose barely above a whisper, tinged with awe. Ben's defiant glare met Carter's skeptical stare, a silent challenge. Riley felt the weight of expectation pressing down, tempered by the reassuring presence of his friends. Carter rubbed his temples. Let's not get carried away. Energy readings are one thing. Responding to a person? That's a leap. Ben scoffed. You didn't see what we saw. Riley's pulse pounded. This wasn't coincidence. The artifact had waited for him. What if this wasn't just to be studied, he asked softly. What if it was meant to be used? Patel's brow arched. Used, for what? For a moment, silence hung. Then Riley spoke the thought that had lingered since the day they found it. Do you remember the chamber? The markings? Those weren't decorations, they were warnings. Someone went to great lengths to keep this buried. Linda exhaled. You're suggesting it was meant to stay buried. Ben exchanged a glance with Riley. And we just dug it up. Carter tightened his jaw. Let's keep our heads. We are scientists. There's no reason to jump to conclusions. There is every reason to jump to conclusions. Ben snapped. If this was meant to stay buried, what happens now that it's not? Far beyond the sterile lab, beneath the veil of time itself. Something watched. Silent, patient, and ancient beyond reckoning. And for the first time in millennia, it knew. And so, across lands and ages, these threads of truth weave together. The chronicles await those who listen carefully. Stay connected to every revelation, subscribe. Hit like, and journey with me as history unfolds.